Hello and welcome to the Walking Dead Post Show podcast. In this episode, we'll be discussing episode 315 entitled This Sorrowful Life. Hello and thanks for listening to the Walking Dead Post Show podcast. Joining me today is Brace429,
Hello.
and I'm Jesse Mofo Rice as usual.
Mofo Rice.
Tonight's episode was incredibly um, exciting, I guess. Depressing, yes, sure, why not? It was just these huge adjectives of awesome.
Yeah, it was a
It
very good
was it
episode.
was really cool. It was a really good episode. Merle's dead.
Oh, we should have done spoiler alert before that.
Too late. Merle
I mean, I
is.
guess they said post show podcast. I guess you know.
This is a post show podcast, ladies and gentlemen. We don't. There will be spoilers. It's assumed that spoilers are in
We hold
this.
nothing back.
Indeed. But the spoiler on Reddit was right. Merle turned into a walker.
Yep.
The pictures, I could see the pictures from the spoiler. They were the
Yeah.
exact same pictures and everything.
Yep.
So the spoiler was real. Wow.
Mm.
I'm shocked, actually.
Yeah.
I never knew that I'd feel as bad as I did for Merle then.
Yeah. Yep. They made that pretty powerful the way he went out.
You
Like
know,
he came.
I
Like,
knew that he was gonna die.
yeah.
Like from the beginning of the episode, it started off with Merle.
Like even without the spoilers, there was too much Merle.
Way
There
too
was just
much
too
Merle.
much Merle.
Yeah,
I
way too
mean.
much Merle. Um.
Continue. Hold on a second.
Okay. Well, Tristan, I don't know if you're still there or not, but I was gonna ask you how you think Merle's actions. Okay, so what happened was Merle like attracted walkers to the governor and his little group, and they were waiting on Rick and them.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to know what you think Merle's actions are going to do. Like, how do you think the governor's going to respond? Like, he wasn't ever going to go easy on Rick, but I wonder if he thinks that Rick may have sent him or what's going on there.
I don't know. Like, uh, the thing is in the preview, at least for the next episode, they talk about the governor says their group killed 8 of our people. We're whatever. We've got to get back at them. We're attacking the prison. Blah blah blah.
Okay, I believe Tristan's mic just went out there, but so I'm not
Are you
really
there?
sure. Yeah, I'm not sure what point you're trying to make. I just go
Hold
ahead and
on.
finish it. Go ahead and finish it.
Hold on. I gotta fix it.
Okay. Well, I have no idea where you're going with that, so I'm just going to babble about nothing.
Okay. Sorry about that. Anyway, it seems like he's just kind of making it out to the people in the town like we're doing this. By the way, there's somebody else that died that I want to point out here in a minute. He pretty much said we're or he pretty much told his people that sorry, I cut myself off and forgot what I was saying. Uh he told his people that pretty much an excuse that so they could go attack the prison. That's what I was trying to say. God.
He told him
But
what?
in the preview he told his people that Rick's group killed 8 of their people, which it
Okay,
was actually just Merle, but he's like
so
using it as leverage so he can go attack
okay,
the prison
so that's
without
what you're saying. I finally understand what
without
you're saying.
without his group thinking he's insane.
Okay, so he's going to use that to his advantage, so that he makes the group angry at the
Hmm.
prison group.
Yeah, because
Okay,
they killed. You know who?
okay.
Do you know who they killed?
No, who'd he kill?
Ben.
Wait a minute. Did Ben die?
Yep. Yep.
When? How did you
Do
see
you?
Ben?
It was on the Talking Dead. The thing that where they go through and show all the people that die.
Yeah.
Ben was in there. So do you remember that when Merle aimed down sights at the governor out that window
Yes.
and he shot the kid in front of him?
Yeah.
That was Ben. I thought, you know who I thought it was? I thought it was Noah, Karen's
Yeah, I
daughter.
did
It was
too.
Ben.
Karen's daughter.
Or Karen's son. It
I
was
thought it was
Ben.
some. I thought it was some young guy. I didn't expect it to be Ben. I
Yeah.
didn't see a like a beard on that guy that he
No, Ben
shot.
didn't have a beard.
I
The
thought Ben
guy with
had
the
a
beard
beard.
was, huh?
I thought Ben had a beard.
Guy with the beard was Alan.
Allen is who I'm getting this confused with. I don't know who Ben is
Ben's the
then.
kid. Ben's the kid. The other one with Tyrese's group. The other boy.
Oh, okay. Okay. Wow, that's interesting.
So
Merle,
that,
see, Merle's now he's going around causing all kinds of shit, even after he's dead now.
yeah. See, that's the thing. So right now, and I just completely ignored what I was about to say because I'm not even gonna say it now. But Daryl left the group, and I
Right.
wonder how. It seems like the governor's gonna attack, and it seems like they had already completely left them alone. So how's the governor gonna?
I mean, Daryl will be back, won't he?
Well, yeah, but I mean, I wonder how long it's gonna take for him to get back versus how long the governor's gonna attack the prisoners. You think Daryl's gonna show up late with this attack like he did the last one? I mean,
Probably he'll come in and there'll be a close up of somebody getting attacked by a zombie. And next thing you know, crossbow through the head.
yeah,
That's probably what's going to happen. He'll enter in some kind of heroic fashion like that,
yeah.
probably.
I mean, he may be back. It seems like I saw in a preview that he was standing there when one of the guard towers got destroyed, but I'm not sure. Um,
Wow, dude, a lot of brotherly love in this one, a lot more than usual. I guess it had something to do with Merle dying in this episode,
there
but
was a lot of Merle in this episode. Like, that's
well, I mean, every time there's a lot of somebody, they're gonna die. So,
if Axel death,
hmm
Dale death.
but what I was gonna say was, it seemed like who said he wants his brother back? Was that Daryl that said that?
He wants his brother back. Wait, oh, yeah. Daryl's like, I just
Okay,
want
yeah,
my brother back.
When Merle was in the prison, and didn't Merle tell him to get out of here, and he kind of got
Yeah,
teared up.
yeah. He got choked up and said, "Get out."
Yeah, yeah, okay. So I mean, it's really sad. It's sad that Merle died. I don't like that he died.
Yeah, I don't either.
And then of course Daryl's face when he saw that Merle was a zombie wasn't a very happy experience either.
Yeah, like I think it had to happen. Like Merle dying sort of had to happen for me.
Why did that
Just,
have to happen?
well, I mean, so the governor wanted him dead. And I just like, I don't say it had to happen. I just
It
was
was going
expect
to happen.
I
Okay,
was just
because
expecting it before they even said,
when you say it had to happen, it makes it sound like it had to happen for like some kind of story reason or
"Oh
something.
no." I just expected it. I apologize.
Okay, okay. Well, I kind of expected it too because of last week's spoiler, but before last week's spoiler, I didn't expect it at all. I was not expecting Merle to get
See,
turned into a walker.
like I don't know how. I read that they're gonna kill like something like 27 people next episode. So I'm not even sure, but
And yeah, the death of Merle makes me worry about the rest of the group, especially for some reason I'm worried. It has nothing to do with Merle, and then you brought it up later, but I thought about it as when this episode started because I knew Merle was going to die most likely. I thought about Herschel for some reason.
yeah. Well, I'll tell you why I'm so worried about Herschel, and of course, I've been saying this ever since he got his leg cut off. I'm worried about.
Yes, a legless man is not, a one-legged man is not the
He's not.
best.
He doesn't fare well in the zombie
Yes.
apocalypse. But anyway, the the line that got me this episode at least that got me even more worried about Herschel is when he said um something along the lines of what I wouldn't do to protect you girls, which he was talking about is Maggie and Beth, and it got me kind of worried about Herschel now. Like I
Right.
was worried about him before, but that really it made for me it made his chances of survival go down even more.
Maybe Herschel's going to die some heroic death and save Beth, and they all live happily ever after except for Herschel.
I don't know.
Well, I don't know how as happy as you can live in the zombie apocalypse, perhaps.
Yeah. So they were talking about on The Walking Dead or The Talking Dead just a minute ago that uh or Greg Nicotero, which I don't know exactly what he is. He's one of the producers, correct?
He's a co-executive producer. He directed this episode, and he's
Mm-hmm.
also the makeup
He did
guy.
direct this episode. Um, so he said that it seemed like, and if you think about it, it makes sense. Which obviously it makes sense because he knows what he's talking about. But
Hmm.
um, they're preparing to die.
I don't understand. Explain that.
Okay. So the best one was the Glenn is marrying Maggie now.
Oh, yeah, that is a good
So that
example.
was like
Okay, Tristan's mic's gone out, but I believe what he was going to say was because Glenn wants to marry her so
I'm
quick,
unplugged again.
it just shows that maybe there's no hope or they might die quick, so he might as well get it done as soon as he possibly can. Get married to her, I mean. And hopefully Tristan's coming back, but I believe that was the point he was going to make. Am I right on that, Tristan?
My mic.
I know,
It won't
dude.
start coming unplugged. Okay, so my other example was can you hear me?
So, yeah, so the reason why Glenn and Maggie are an example is because Glenn wants to marry her before something happens to one of them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good.
Michael
I got that
Rooker.
right. Michael Rooker.
Mm-hmm. They Talking Dead. So he's on the Talking Dead.
Oh, okay.
But
I
anyway,
was like, what?
anyway, uh the other example he gave was sort of shady. I don't, or what I should shady. That's not the word for it. Was sort of hard to get. I don't know if I can explain it as well as he did,
Hmm.
so it's probably even harder to get. But pretty much he said that, like if you notice, uh, Merle, do you remember when Merle said, "I want to be with Daryl," and he wants to be at the prison?
Yes.
Okay, so what Merle did was go and try to take out as many people in the governor's group as possible. He knew what he was doing. Like, I think he had a change of heart with Michonne. He was actually going to turn her in and hope that, because he knew Rick wouldn't do it. So he was like, well, why if I can keep um if I can keep the prison from being attacked, then Daryl can have what he wants.
Okay.
Okay, so he had a change of heart because he understood that even if he gave Michonne back,
Hmm.
that wasn't there. There was no. It's not like the governor's going to stop. So, are you there? Did my headset just go
No,
out
no,
again?
I'm here. I'm sorry.
Okay, I didn't know if my headset went out again or not.
I'm
Like
just
it
listening
made a
in
click.
amazement.
It made a click. So, and then, uh, he pretty much had a change of heart and let Michonne go back. And then he went to the place where that's why he had all the walkers with him. He knew what he was doing. As soon as he was going
Did
in
he
there,
did
he
he
had
did he
planned.
have a change of heart, or was he just really thinking of himself and thinking, well, he's gonna kill me anyway. I might as well let her go and try to kill him.
Well, I mean, I don't know how to like. He was. I think what he was hoping was, like I said, that
Okay.
he
Okay.
could,
Okay.
so that he could give Daryl what he wanted in and that'd be the prison, even if he died. So either way, he let her go and instead went to Woodbury. And he knew, like you said, I think he knew um,
That
when
he
he
was
got
screwed.
there that he was gonna die anyway because there were so many people there. So like after he let her go, I think he had already planned it out. I'm going in here with all these walkers and I'm gonna try to distract and take as many people out as I possibly can, and in the hope that when they do get to uh, or when Woodbury does get to the prison, there's less people that they have to deal with.
Right.
I mean, I don't know if like, I didn't explain that perfectly, but like when Greg Nicotero explained it, it was perfect.
It's
But
so much more fluid when it comes out of the director's mouth, huh?
yes, and I couldn't exactly put it the right way, but that's basically where what he said. Pretty
Right.
much that.
It's almost like he does this for a living.
Pretty, huh?
Greg Nicotero. It's almost like he does this for a living. Never mind.
Almost,
It's a shitty joke. Okay, fine.
almost like he does it.
Hmm.
Anyway, um, so basically saying that Merle did what he could to help everybody at the prison have less to deal with. Uh, I mean, I don't know how else to I don't know how else to explain it. That's the best. Sorry, that's the best I got.
I don't really see how that. Oh, they're preparing to die. Okay, but how does that have to do with preparing to die?
I don't know. I don't think I explained it right. I don't know, but
Yeah,
he
you're
he
like,
explained it very good.
okay, well,
So
everyone
so
look up.
find a clip of that. If
Yeah,
you can find it
everyone.
on YouTube, find it or go watch The Talking Dead somewhere and listen to how he explained it because it was good.
Yes. Okay. Well, thank you, Tristan, for that. Let's see.
Oh man. Oh, and the other thing was Rick's speech to the group. That was his other uh
Oh.
or that was his other example.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
Rick said,
you know.
huh?
Why you hunting me, boy? I said it's how you live, it's how you die.
Okay. Anyway, he pretty much told him
God,
that.
do you not remember that quote? Are you serious?
Yeah, I remember what he said. He said that. I remember.
Why don't you go suck a fucking cock, bitch? I'll edit that out. By the Go ahead.
So anyway, pretty much what he said about Rick's speech was that Rick told him, what I said back after the night after the farm about this being about this not being a democracy anymore. That's not the case. He said uh,
Yes.
basically we're trying to,
Oh yeah, I forgot about that whole part of the speech.
yeah, I guess. So anyway, he said that what Rick was doing was preparing them. I don't really understand it either. Like I don't understand. I don't know how he explained it. Is what I'm trying to say. But
Yeah, I can tell. You should probably just drop that.
he explained it very good.
Well, you didn't get much out of it, did you?
No, apparently not. I
Oh.
just didn't do. I just didn't do a very good job of repeating it.
What do you think about Michonne? You think Michonne's gonna hold anything against Rick?
Um.
She seems like the type of person that does that. She seems like a fucking bitch. She seems like
So
the type of person that would hold a grudge until at least 2 seasons later. She's gonna hold a grudge until season 5, ladies and gentlemen.
I agree with you, but I also think that she'll probably just end up talking to the rest of the group
Rick,
there.
Rick's gonna be in like a sticky situation, and she's gonna come through, and she's gonna be like, "Motherfucker, you should have helped me, or you shouldn't have considered giving me to the governor, and I would help you, haha." And then she's gonna wait for a walker to get right next to him, and then she'll finally come to her senses and save him.
No, I think what's gonna happen is pretty much she's going to um
Oh my
go back and they're going. I think they're gonna like sort of talk to her, and she's gonna at first be resentful, and then she's gonna talk to the rest of the group and realize that he wasn't actually gonna do it. That Merle picked up and did it himself.
Right.
That's just
Which
what I'm expecting.
which was kind of retarded anyway because he
And
didn't even do what he was going to do. So Merle's now done caused all kinds of hell, and he didn't even do what he was originally going to do. Just give it to
this is annoying.
her. And there went Tristan again. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, Tristan, we have lost him to his other microphone, and I get to talk about my theory
Okay, no,
on.
you don't.
Never mind, no, I don't. Go ahead.
I don't even know what I was saying.
We were talking about Michonne and Merle and how Michonne's going to react.
Oh, not to mention like proof that they weren't gonna do it was that Daryl went looking for Merle, like looking to find him.
How's that proof they're not going to do it?
Well, no proof to Michonne that they weren't actually gonna go take her there. Like, cause Daryl went to look for Merle after he had like they as saying that they didn't even know Merle left with her yet.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Like,
I,
I don't
I
know.
I see what you're getting at there.
I mean, like, she does seem like the type of person that'll hold a grudge, but I think that maybe she'll get over it just because she kind of has to. She's otherwise she's out on her own, and
I liked what Merle said. I liked that. I like when Michonne was there and they were riding in the car, and Michonne said, "You had a chance to have a whole new life, start over again, and yet you chose to be an outsider or whatever the hell she said." And Merle brings up how Rick was going to give her to the governor and how she's just as much of an outsider. I like
hmm
those. I like that little bit there. I
yeah,
was like, yeah. But Merle was an outsider. The thing about Merle is that he would never, ever be able to fit into that group. He just cannot do it. He would
yeah.
have never been able to do it.
Just because of the way he was so
Yeah.
he never knew when to shut up.
Yeah,
He
it's just like his whole life. He had done that his whole life. He wasn't going to change then.
and there were so many and like Glenn had a grudge against him. I still don't think Michonne had fully forgiven him.
Yeah.
And after he took her, she definitely didn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you have what who else? Maggie for kidnapping him. Herschel probably didn't forgive him because he kind of took his daughter, and Glenn. And I mean, just there was tension there, and he really wouldn't have made it well.
If he hadn't been such a jerk and been so one-sided to the, or not one-sided, but self-centered to these people, then they may have been able to accept him. But
Mhm.
he's just so out. He's just so out there, dude, that it's impossible.
Hold
It's impossible to accept him in there. Like, he's racist. He's violent. It's just not good.
Yeah.
And then I thought when he leaned in to open the door for Michonne, I thought he was gonna kiss her.
Yeah, I did too. To begin, I was
I
like,
was like,
uh,
whoa.
this just turned real weird real quick.
Yeah. It's like, oh my God, Merle's gonna kiss Michonne.
Especially after the T Dog incident in episode 2 of season 1.
Yeah.
I mean, it's already stated
Like
that
I
Merle
say,
is sort of racist.
yeah. Let's see.
Or sort of, whatever. Anyway, I don't know. He he wouldn't fit in very well. I don't think.
No,
Doesn't
he
it?
didn't.
Doesn't.
He didn't. Like, they had him locked up one day and out the next, and then locked up again, or he'd do something and get get them all mad at him, and then he'd do something else, and they'd be like, "Oh, Merle, thanks," and then but they never really like him.
Hmm.
So yeah, he was just not.
Which like I pointed out in the middle of the show, puts Daryl between like a rock and a hard place.
I think what it was. I think the reason. Yes, Daryl was conflicted. You're right. Let's forget what I was saying. Daryl was conflicted, and then where was I going with this? I'm sorry. This is the best podcast we've ever produced here.
Okay, so anyway, Daryl was conflicted because he didn't know which way to go. It was be take sides with the people that
Yes.
sort of need you and you've been with for how long now? Like I don't even know.
It
At least
well,
9 months.
I know Rick said last year when I told y'all that this isn't a democracy or whatever he said.
I mean, it's been at least 9 months because Lori was pregnant,
Yeah.
so it's been a good 9 months.
Yes, it has been a good 9 months.
Um, I mean, it's either go with them or go with the people or go with his blood. The person that
Which is
he.
very important to them for whatever reason. Like, I understand they're brothers, but good God, I mean, if my brother wanted to go his own way in the zombie apocalypse, I would just accept it. Really, I wouldn't be like, I gotta go. He's my brother.
Yeah, I don't know.
They're very close, close, but yet they don't get along very well sometimes, and it's just they're very weird.
I felt so bad for Daryl.
Dude, the look on his face when he saw Merle, it was like really funny one thing, but it was just really sad.
Yeah, you're right. It was kind of funny, but
Yeah, it was funny.
like,
But yeah, I felt sorry for him, and I felt sorry for Merle, because Merle, as mean and of an asshole as he is, I get this
yeah,
idea that he can't help it. And deep down, he really is a good person, but he's just an asshole on the outside for whatever reason.
yeah. I saw a post on Reddit that it said something like, let me read it. See if I can find it again.
Oh.
Continue. Those the Dixon boys are hard on the outside, ice cream on or cream on the inside. I said ice cream. Hard on the outside, cream on the inside.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's true.
yeah, it seems like they were a lot less.
Well, Daryl especially was
Yeah,
more. Daryl Merle may have been pretty mean on the inside, but there's still that one spot in him. But
yeah.
Daryl, I think it's because he's younger. I don't know why, but for whatever reason, he's just a better person. But
Continue on. I'll be back in 1 second.
still, I felt sorry for the way Merle died, because I got a feeling like he didn't help it. And here I go once again, thinking of what to say next, because Tristan is gone.
I apologize. My dad will not leave me alone.
Hey, that's cool, bud.
So anyway, I didn't hear what you said, but I guess
I
you're
just
over the
repeated
topic now.
I just repeated what I said so that
uh, so that you could stall until I got back.
yeah, pretty much.
um, so where do you think they're headed next episode? What do you think they're gonna do next episode?
What do you mean? What are they gonna do next episode? Isn't it obvious? They're gonna
Well,
fight.
I don't I, I don't mean like basic details. I mean more specifics. Like
Oh God, don't get me on the specifics, dude. I'm not a prediction person. You're the one that always comes up with shit that comes true. I'm not the predict. I'm not the psychic here. Uh, if I had a prediction, I'd say that Herschel's dead,
yeah,
and the prison gets destroyed, or it gets where they have to leave. Either walkers swarm it. It's just it becomes unsafe or in.
un uninhabitable.
I
No,
can't say
that's
it.
not
I
that's not
can't say.
right,
That's
is it?
exactly what I was trying to say. Inhabitable.
There you go. Habitable. What did I just say? Habitable.
But yeah, something like that's going to happen. They're going to have to leave the prison. Uh, the governor may kill one of them. I don't know, but the governor's probably going to die. I'd
So
say.
you know what?
Oh, and then Andrea, I keep forgetting about her, but she's going to escape eventually, and she'll
Can,
get back with the group.
can I give a spoiler here? Well, so
Well, I
sort
mean,
of
go ahead.
in the comics. Now I don't know how this is gonna happen. But I will say this: in the comics, the way the governor died was at the hands of his own people. Basically, what happened was Lily, who is in the you probably know who she is, Jesse. She's in the
I have no idea who she is.
well, she's in the video game, but I mean, obviously, she's a different person than that. But anyway,
What?
um, she's in she's in
If
the
she's
video
in the
game.
video game and she's a different person, then she's not the same Lily.
Well, I mean, it's Lily, but I mean, I'm assuming they just sort of well, Ben is on Lee's side in the video game too. I mean, there's no Tyrese, it's just Ben. So
Yeah,
yeah,
but
I find it hard to believe that there's like that many different characters that are returning while still not. Anyway, whatever, forget that. But anyway, so pretty much she in the comic she shoots Lori and um Lori was pregnant at the time. So it kills Lori and her unborn baby. And like once she realizes what she did, like that she killed a woman and her unborn child, she turns on the governor, shoots him and kills him. So that's how the governor dies in the comics, anyway. So I'm not really expecting the same thing to happen. I don't think, but I still wonder if he's actually bit.
oh yeah, oh, I forgot about that. The governor's bit, without a doubt, dude. From last season, dude, or last episode, one before
Hmm.
this, 314 Prey.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, when Andrea opened that door and they all swarmed in, he got bit there. And the governor wasn't in this one a lot, so didn't get to see a lot of him. But uh, I think he's bit.
Yeah, I don't know.
So I
Can I?
mean, I'm just speculating from an episode before this that he's bit because we didn't see a lot of him.
I'm gonna give a potential spoiler here, and I don't know if it's true or not, but it's something I read on some website. So if you don't want to hear it, you can skip ahead like 45 seconds.
Just listen to it, bitch.
But but pretty much in the post that I read, it said that the governor is bitten, and the reason he has Andrea locked in that room is because he locks himself in there and turns, and then like tries to eat her. I mean, I don't know. It didn't really specify whether she gets out.
What an epic bad guy. Like who thinks of that?
And you know what? By the way, I found out the other day that
It's go ahead.
the governor in the comics is a different governor than the one in the
Well, they don't look the
TV.
same at all, so
They're brothers.
they're brothers.
Mm-hmm. Because in the comics, the person I can't remember what his name was, but his name wasn't Philip. His last name was Blake, but his name wasn't Philip, and his niece was Penny. Like he kept the
Oh,
niece, but she was Penny. So and it said also that he had a brother named Philip. That
wow,
the actual governor had a brother named Philip.
that's interesting.
So I don't think
Wonder if
it's
that's like wonder if there's two governors or if they're just doing that because they didn't want it to be exactly the same as the comics.
well, I think what it said was that well, I can't remember. I read it on the wiki, but I mean I know that's right as far as that goes. It's not. I don't remember what it said. It said something along the lines of, uh, he like in the show he supposedly killed his brother or something.
Oh,
I'm not sure like what exactly happened.
so in the comics, that governor killed the governor that's in the TV show, right?
Something like that. I'm not positive. You
And
had
then
to
in the TV
go in there.
show, the TV show governor killed the comic book governor.
I don't go in there and read it. All you gotta do is go on the Walking Dead
Oh
wiki and
man,
search
that's
the
like
governor.
some through the wormhole with Morgan Freeman paradox shit right there.
Just search the governor, and it's like the comic book governor, and it gives like it's not even a long wiki page. I don't even think it scrolls down at all.
I'm not looking that up. I don't read.
Okay, but anyway, so yeah, they're brothers, and that's how he dies. So they may have the death of him like different.
Well, yeah, I'd say they will. Well, I mean, you just said the death of Lori's different. I mean, they gotta do something to make the TV show fun.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't know how they're actually. I don't know if they're gonna do what I said a minute ago, or if
But I
they're.
just don't. I don't get why Merle has to die. I'm sorry. That just popped into me. Like, why Merle? Just as soon as you start to like him, as
Um,
soon as he shows the slightest bit of humanity and reason, he dies.
yeah, I I don't know.
I'm
Just the
sorry though.
Walking Dead.
Sorry about that.
I the thing about Merle for me is like he wasn't really gonna. I think it would have been very hard for him to make it out of the prison. Like he had like there was a big red target over Merle's head that said "Shoot me, please." Like for the governor. I mean,
Shoot me, please.
yeah, like the
Yeah.
governor was
Yeah, I get what you're saying there. And then the walkers on top of that, that would be swarming.
like the governor wanted Merle dead bad. Like while he wants the prison dead, I think like on
Yeah.
top like next to Michonne, he's probably like the second most wanted dead person because it was indirectly Merle's fault that Penny died because he told the governor that Michonne that he killed Michonne, but he really didn't.
Yeah.
So he betrayed the governor.
So
As far as
the governor doesn't like him too much, and that's why he wanted to kill the governor anyway, right?
I think that like you would have thought, well, he just wanted to, I think knew that the governor needed to be dead for the
Oh,
prison to
okay,
have a
okay.
chance. Is why he really killed the governor.
Well,
Not
try to.
well, you know what I mean.
Ladies and gentlemen, the governor is not dead, okay?
Yet.
Yet. He probably will be next episode.
I can't imagine they drag it out anymore, but
I know I read on Reddit somebody's thinking that it might go into season 4. I don't think so though.
oh, nope, not happening. Unless they drag unless they drag this fight out, like unless something's happening where, like at the end of this, you know what? By the way, this episode is only 1 hour. The upcoming episode's only 1 hour long.
Yeah, that's what they always are,
Shit.
dude.
Well, I know, but like the first episode of season one was what 2 hours long, right? Like they should
I
make
don't remember that.
the big episodes 2 hours long.
I
They need to
remember
be.
that the first episode ever was an hour and a half long.
Oh, that might have been it. Whatever it was.
That's the only episode I remember being longer than an hour. Oh, season two's premiere as well was an hour and a half, I think.
Season one's premiere wasn't, or season three's. I mean,
Wasn't
nope, I don't think so.
season one and two's was. I remember that.
I'm just saying they need to make these big episodes like this longer. I mean, go out with a bang. Like you're gonna be gone for the next summer. I don't know how I was gonna calculate the months, but I didn't really have time to do it there without like a weird pause.
You're right. I don't understand.
But
The Walking Dead would be a cool summer show. They should make that in the summer.
yeah, I mean,
Oh, but they have to film in the summer, I guess.
they should just make it year round.
Yeah, just make The Walking Dead year-round, people.
Please, please.
Yeah, make the actor work the actors to death.
Yeah, cares.
Yeah, who cares about the damn
As, as
actors?
long
I
as,
don't.
as long as we get to see it, I don't care.
Yeah, I mean, who cares?
Or hey, you know what? Just like skip off. Like I don't know.
I tell you right now, though. I tell you right now, I would give probably my arm, an arm, a leg, and a left nut to meet Norman Reedus and Andrew Lincoln.
I want to like I would like to meet Michael Rooker as well.
Oh yeah, dude, I like Michael Rooker.
Yeah, I do too.
I like Michael Rooker a lot. Like I actually looked him up because of The Walking Dead, and he's in some pretty damn good stuff. I
I'll
like
tell
him.
you, I'll tell you, sounds like a beast. There's a post on Reddit of Steven Yeun, and that's the guy that plays Glenn. And he got in a photo booth with like some people that were on Reddit. It was funny. Like there's one where he's got like his eyes in the back of his head. I'm like, what the heck? He's like rolling his eyes.
That's pretty funny.
So, this is the episode before the season finale, Jesse.
Yes.
Deaths are happening next episode. There's no getting around it. Do you think it's gonna be
Yes.
okay? Well, let me start off with this. I read somewhere, spoiler, potential spoiler, I guess, since I read it somewhere, and it's probably or it could be true, but it seems like a pretty high death toll to me. But anyway, so here's the number. It's apparently supposed to be 27 people that die next episode. I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna find 27 people to kill. But
Yeah, I
didn't
mean, just
go
27
over.
people. I mean, think about Woodbury. Is it going to be so
You know
just
what? Woodbury, I remember seeing in the previews that the governor said that they killed 8 people from Woodbury. There was 32 people that could actually fight. That cuts it down to what? 24? So that possibly means 8 people are going to die from the prison? I highly doubt it. That seems unlikely. Or no, I apologize. 3 people. That's pretty likely. That's probably a good number.
3 people? You think Carol? Dude, I'm thinking Carol. I don't know.
Herschel for sure. Like I'm
Herschel's dead.
Herschel's at the top of my list.
Herschel's
Herschel
dead.
for sure.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
I hate to say it because I'm gonna miss Herschel.
I'm going to miss season 2 Herschel. Season 3 Herschel hasn't been anything special.
Mm,
Season 3 Herschel hasn't really done anything at all.
how can he do anything?
He's
He can't
kind
do
of
anything.
like
He's like
I'll give
moral
him
support.
I'll give him this credit. Yeah, he's like been a mediator in the group's debates on what to do. He'll be like moderate and be like, "Well, if you do that, this is going to happen,
He's
or
the
if you
voice
do
of
this, this is going to happen." He's kind of like Dale. He replaced Dale sort of in the third season.
the voice of reason.
He's not really the voice of reason, I don't think necessarily.
No,
No,
I don't know.
he usually just tells us stuff that Rick's probably going to do anyway.
Yeah,
So
but so I think Herschel's dead. I will say there's 2 people and another potential spoiler. Thanks to Reddit, I don't even know if this is true, but these were actually on IMDb, which I don't think is a very or is it IMBD? I don't know. Whichever
that
way.
website is just a little just a little
Yeah, I was about to say it seems unreliable.
FYI for you. That website's edited like Wikipedia by people that create accounts.
So either way, it seems unreliable, and it seems like I heard that one of the people has been removed. But for episode 316, Welcome to the Tombs, there is supposed to be uh 3 people, or well, 3 people. I don't think it's three. I think it's four. 4 people coming back into the prison that we saw before that aren't actually in the group, and that would be Morgan Morales, which is the Mexican guy from season 1. Not the people from
What about him? Did you say he's coming back?
apparently, yeah, Morales. I know you know who I'm talking about, but
Yeah, I know who it is. Yeah.
for the people that don't, it's not the guy. It's not the Vatos or whatever they were. It's not them.
No, they're dead.
Yeah, they're all dead. That was if you haven't seen it, look it up. It's good. It's a good scene.
I
It's
mean, I
like
guess technically, if it didn't happen in the actual show, they're not really, but they are.
they are. They're dead. I mean, like I think.
And don't worry about it. It's like a deleted scene. They're dead though. So let's just go on.
So Morales is the guy that had the family that was with the group back in season 1. And they left and went to Birmingham. But apparently, according to is it DB or BD, Jesse?
Dude, I don't know.
Whichever one it
Okay.
is. I thought, well, you seem to have some expert opinion on the unreliableness of the website, so
Well, I mean, I'm just saying
I just think you know what it's called.
they're edited by users. Wikipedia is pretty reliable, so I'd say
Yeah.
it's reliable too.
So anyway, it said that uh them and Morales and his family are supposed to be back.
Well, what
Morgan,
it says, it doesn't actually say that, does it? You're inferring that because it like he's listed in the as one of the season 3 cast members, right?
well, I mean, wow. Well, yeah, I mean, I guess he could return as a zombie, but like either way, he's returning somehow.
Right, but like it doesn't actually say Morales will return, right?
Well, no, but I mean he's on the cast
Well, I
list.
just
So
that's what I'm saying. I just want to make sure everybody knows that he's on the cast list. So,
is there really a big difference? Like if he's on the cast list, you would think.
well, I understand that, but I was going to the zombie thing. What if he comes back as a zombie?
Oh, well, I mean he's still back.
Right. Okay.
So, anyway, and by the way, I know I just said that was kind of unreliable, but I will say when episode 312 Clear, the one with Morgan, um, when that episode when that episode was listed, uh, Morgan was on that list. Lenny James was on that list back when at the very uh, I think it was
It was a long time ago. I remember looking at it before the mid-season finale.
I don't know. Anyway, he was on the list for like 312. There were also pictures like everywhere on the internet of him being like there were pictures of him like on top of the roof that he was standing on and stuff like that. So we kind of knew that that was happening, but so IMDb had it on there for a while that he was going to return in episode 312. So it could be reliable. He could be returning in 316 as well as three members of the Morales family. There were only four, and I think it's definitely him, his wife, and one of his kids. So I think one of the boys died. Or wait, maybe it was a girl. I think it might have been a boy and a girl. I think it was the boy that died. Or well, at least it wasn't on the cast list. Anyway, I don't know.
Okay, do you understand what this guy's saying? Listen to this, okay? Listen to this dumbass. Please tell me, Stick of Doom, you're just being sarcastic because there's a Reddit post, okay? And it
I'm,
says Walking Dead episode discussion, season 2 or season 3, episode 15, which is this episode. And he says, I have a feeling that we will finally find Sophia. What? What are you talking about, dude?
I really hope he's sarcastic. If not, man,
It's got two upvotes. I don't understand. Are we missing something?
yeah, I don't know. I hope that like maybe the people that upvoted him either they felt so sorry for him or
Oh no, dude. There's no such thing as redditors don't feel
yeah,
sorrow.
I know. So they probably understand his sarcasm. I'm hoping that he's being sarcastic. If he's not, just you tell me I'm not a true Walking Dead fan, Jesse.
Hmm.
That guy.
Whoa! Listen to
Whoa.
this.
What?
Listen to this right here. Okay, this guy, Frisky Dingo 920, I believe is your name. He said about the governor biting off Merle's fingers. They're all infected, right? Obviously, Merle is because he turned into a walker. So wouldn't getting infected blood in your mouth make you turn?
I mean, the thing is like it seems to me like any sort of I think okay, so let me
Like I don't
any
know
sort of
that.
contact with any sort of contact with bodily fluid seems to me to be able to do that then. If that's the case.
Okay, well, I mean that's a good point though. I don't really understand what you're going with because think about it,
Okay,
if Merle was infected and he died and came back, then how come the governor doesn't turn because he got his blood in his mouth?
because well see the thing is everybody's infected. So like the
Oh, okay, right.
way I'm getting it is that see the thing is the disease that they all carry is less potent until either one of two things happens. They die or they get bit. When they get bit, the walkers, I guess I'm assuming the bacteria from the disease or something has something to do with the walkers. I don't know, but apparently when they get bit or scratched or whatever by a walker, it just speeds up the like the speed of how quickly you
Wow.
end up turning. So apparently like it gives you the disease like full blown, like you know what I mean? But
Mm,
when you are just infected, it's just in your blood. That's like it's not actually
huh. That's
hold on.
interesting
Hold
though.
on. Maybe I've got this wrong.
Okay.
Maybe it's just the bite that the walker gives you like causes a fever, causes you to die. Maybe it just makes you die faster.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. Like, there's always been speculation around, like, the I don't know the word for it, but the way those two things line up. You know what I mean? Like, the infection's here, but getting bit is up here. Like, it seems to me like the infection is always it's been kind of put on the back burner until you get bit, and then
Huh.
it's almost like being infected doesn't even exist until you're either
Yeah,
dead or
see, that makes
infected.
no sense
So,
how you can be infected, but you're not a zombie until you die. Like, I get it's a TV show, but that is just like a huge, to me, a huge,
like I understand it just because like I've just thought about it so much that I just made it make sense.
really, because the less I think about it, the more it makes sense to me. I just accept it, not think about it, and it makes sense. Because, like, I ain't think about, like, you got your infected blood going through your veins, and you're not a zombie. It just makes no sense.
Well, when you die, you return as a zombie. Like apparently, the way like I've listened to interviews and stuff like
I
that,
had to
and
go
they've
back. I
they've
had to go
tried.
back and watch episode 6 where Jenner explains how the disease works because he kind of
Yeah,
does a little bit.
yeah,
He
like
said it does something like it attacks the nervous system, like meningitis or something like that.
yeah, like when you get bit, like something transfers from the walker to you and gives you like some sort of bacteria, or maybe not bacteria because they would probably be able to solve it. Well, I don't know. Anyway,
You know,
something transfers and it causes you to have the fever, and the fever is what you die of, and then you turn. The thing is like I don't think the bite isn't actually what causes you to turn. I don't
the
think
dying is
the dying is what causes you to turn because everybody's infected.
right. Um, what
I
was I
think
going to say? Oh yeah, I was going to go into. I still have a little bit of hope that there is a cure, just a little bit, and it might be because of my such strong beliefs in science in real life that I'm just transferring it over to the show. But I really, surely there is a cure out there somewhere. I think, or there's somebody still working on one.
so. Let me say this. I've thought of this like I say a lot, not a whole lot, but I'm just not gonna spend my life thinking
Tristan
about
has
it.
sat down with
Yeah,
the
I sit down, I sit down listening to classical music,
yes
and ponder what happens in The Walking Dead.
ponder. That's pretty good.
um, so anyway, like my thought is that it wouldn't really be that hard to, like, while yes there are so many zombies, if you do what Woodbury's doing and you regulate what happens, if as long as you can keep supplies, you're perfectly fine. Like, they do certain things like when you have a funeral, they embalm people. Okay, it's a nasty job, but somebody has to do it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And I know you don't understand where I'm going with this yet, probably, but give somebody the job of every time somebody dies, you just have to do something to their brain. That keeps people from turning. If you're in a town like Woodbury and you just do that every time, I mean you could repopulate, you could expand the town, you could grow like fields and stuff like that. You just got to keep walkers from getting in.
So just as soon as somebody dies, somebody comes in, blows their brains out,
Basically, yeah.
and then that
I
gets rid of the
mean,
disease in a sense. So that's the cure. Is it's not really a cure, but it's a prevention.
it's a prevention, yeah. Yeah. Like it doesn't it just keeps it from progressing. Like
Yeah.
while people around you are going to
Right.
die, people, but if
But
pe- if all that goes on outside of your town and you keep everything safe inside, and you don't have problems with the prison, or you're not corrupt and greedy and whatever you want to call the governor. I don't even know what to call him. But you don't go cause problems, so problems come to you. You just mind your own business, and I mean, obviously, you have to. There has to be some sort of way to do it, but like if it's pretty much like rebuilding society while there are walkers outside. Like you can if once you end up
wow,
there's really
I kind of want to do a whole. I want to do a whole podcast on this topic.
do you know what I'm saying? Like is it
Yeah. Like I see what you're saying. I'm gonna. I
because
like. I like where this is going.
you can just build the town like people started from somewhere. It's just basically like starting from scratch all over again.
Right. Yeah. Wow.
With prior knowledge, knowing some things about like what direction you can head, guns, ammo, all this. You can make all that stuff.
That's pretty genius.
I mean, there's like if you can keep walkers out, like that's your threat. If you
Right.
keep the
And you
walkers out, then there's ways to keep the infection from continuing. I mean, you just shoot people in the head when they die, and they can't bite anybody. I mean, it's sort of like I don't know.
and eventually don't diseases go away eventually? So in theory,
Like
as
I guess
time
you could adapt to
progresses,
it. I guess you could adapt to it. But the thing is like over time, eventually, even if everybody around you dies, I mean, obviously it's gonna take a long, long time for civilization to continue. But if you just keep expanding your town, you can eventually just I mean, you're eventually gonna clear all the walkers out and push them away, and there's gonna be less room for them to inhabit, and you're gonna be clearing more and more of them off and you're gonna be building your town. As long as people follow the one big rule, you have to shoot people in the head after they die, or they're gonna turn.
yeah.
It's basically like a rebuilding civilization. I mean, like I don't know that like even if there is a cure, I'm gonna act like there isn't. There's really no stopping it.
And
You
you know,
just
I also have the hope that there is at least some form of government still in the U.S. or other countries.
even if there's not like here, like I said, here's the thing. Even if there is no government, you've wiped. They're like, if people can't do what you're doing, nobody exists anymore. You know what I mean? Everybody's dead. You have nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
Like, if everybody ends up dying, you know what I mean? Like you have your own group, and then
Yeah, I mean, and eventually, see, this is my whole thing on. I don't know about necessarily Walking Dead zombies, but zombies in general, they're decaying. So, how long does it take to decay? Like max 6, 7 months, right? To completely decay. When they're just a skeleton,
okay.
there's nothing left of them.
So here's the thing. Here's my theory on decaying.
Dude, we got to make this our own podcast. We got to make this its own
We
episode, a
need to make a
special
new. Yeah, we
podcast.
do need to make a new video. I was about to get on Skype and tell you we need to find a good stopping point. And
Yes. Okay. I think we're gonna go ahead and end this one. We've talked about this episode way too long.
yeah, I don't know how long we've been in this, but
Yeah. Okay. That was episode 315, The Walking Dead.
and if
Uh,
you guys want to hear the rest of this
right.
discussion, there'll be a video up sometime soon, I'm sure.
Yes. 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 Okay. So that's the end of the podcast. We'll see you guys next time. We appreciate you listening, and if you liked the video, leave a like. We hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe, maybe. Peace out.
See you guys later.